Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. The NFL world is buzzing like never before, and if you thought the Ravens were already a force to be reckoned with, hold on tight, because things just got downright electrifying. Sources close to the team suggest that Baltimore has officially closed the deal for Xavier Worthy, the wide receiver whose speed has been making defensive coordinators sweat in every college highlight reel. Rumor has it that the front office has been quietly working behind the scenes for months, analyzing every possible trade, draft pick, and free agent move that could give Lamar Jackson the kind of receiving core that can turn games into highlight reels on a weekly basis. Fans are already speculating that the addition of Worthy could completely transform the Ravens' offensive identity, taking them from a balanced attack to a hyper-speed vertical threat. Inside sources indicate that coaches are already drawing up plays designed specifically to exploit Worthy's elite acceleration, which could make him virtually untouchable in open space. Social media is exploding with theories about how this signing could impact the division, and while nothing is official until it's on the field, the whispers alone are enough to make rival teams rethink their defensive strategies for the next season. If you've been watching the Ravens closely, you know that they've been methodically building a roster that emphasizes versatility and explosive playmaking, and adding Xavier Worthy fits perfectly into that vision. Analysts who follow draft prospects closely are saying that Worthy isn't just fast. He has an uncanny ability to change direction without losing top-end speed, which means defenders will have to account for him on every single play. The speculation is that the Ravens coaching staff has been planning to integrate Worthy into both the outside and slot positions, creating mismatches that could overwhelm defenses with sheer pace and unpredictability. Some insiders are even whispering that Worthy could immediately become Lamar Jackson's favorite target in critical situations, particularly in third-and-long scenarios where separation is everything. Rumors suggest that this signing wasn't just about athleticism. It was also about chemistry, as scouts and coaches reportedly observed Worthy's leadership qualities and competitive mindset as a perfect complement to the Ravens' locker room culture. Meanwhile, fans are buzzing about the potential highlight plays, imagining 70-yard bombs where Worthy simply outruns every cornerback on the field. Whether or not these dreams come true, the chatter surrounding this move is enough to make the Ravens' upcoming schedule one of the most anticipated in the league. Sources hint that the speed factor introduced by Xavier Worthy could lead to a complete reshaping of the Ravens' offensive playbook, as coaches are allegedly considering reducing the number of traditional inside routes in favor of vertical shots that take full advantage of Worthy's top-tier acceleration. Rumor has it that preseason practices are already being tailored to acclimate Worthy to the speed and complexity of the NFL game, with emphasis on timing routes with Lamar Jackson, reading defensive coverages, and mastering subtle route adjustments that can make or break big plays. Some insiders even suggest that Worthy's presence might open up opportunities for other receivers, as defenses will be forced to overcompensate for his speed, leaving gaps that can be exploited by complementary players. Social media chatter is relentless, with fans speculating about how defensive coordinators like Vic Fangio will have to rethink zone coverages and man-to-man strategies to even have a chance against this revamped Ravens offense. Beyond tactics, whispers also point to a psychological boost within the locker room, with teammates reportedly energized by the addition of a player who can turn every play into a potential game-changing moment. While all of this remains in the realm of rumor, the sheer excitement surrounding Worthy's arrival is palpable and only seems to be growing as more insiders weigh in. Industry insiders suggest that the Ravens' move for Xavier Worthy could represent a turning point not just for the team, but for the AFC landscape as a whole. According to whispers, rival teams are frantically recalculating their defensive rosters, trying to figure out how to contain a player who might redefine the notion of speed on the field. Analysts are speculating that defensive backs in the division might need to adjust their training regimens, focusing on sprinting and reaction drills just to keep up with Worthy's elite pace. Rumors have even surfaced that some veteran defenders are privately concerned about facing him in the first few games, predicting that his quick acceleration could exploit every minor lapse in coverage. The chatter surrounding Worthy's signing also hints at the possibility of new offensive wrinkles that the Ravens could deploy, leveraging his explosiveness to create mismatches and force defenses into uncomfortable situations. Fans are already imagining the potential for highlight reel plays, with social media posts depicting Worthy blowing past defenders for massive gains, and the viral nature of these rumors is only adding fuel to the excitement. While nothing is set in stone until the season begins, the energy around this signing is electric, and insiders suggest it could be one of the most impactful moves of the offseason. Rumors continue to swirl about how this signing could influence other players on the Ravens roster, as sources hint that teammates are reportedly energized by the presence of a player with game-breaking speed. Speculation suggests that Worthy's influence could extend beyond the field, fostering a culture of faster play, more aggressive routes, and a mindset that embraces explosive, high-risk, high-reward opportunities. Coaches are allegedly brainstorming ways to integrate him into multiple facets of the game, including gadget plays, jet sweeps, and motion routes that can exploit his unique skill set. Social media speculation paints a picture of a Ravens offense that could dominate the scoreboard with sheer velocity, leaving defenders scrambling to keep up. Whispered reports also suggest that the front office sees Worthy as a cornerstone for the team's long-term offensive identity, potentially influencing draft and free agent strategy in the coming years. While fans and analysts continue to debate the realistic outcomes, the excitement surrounding Worthy's arrival has generated a level of chatter rarely seen in the NFL offseason. The speculation isn't just about what he can do individually, but about how his presence could elevate the entire offense and make the Ravens a nightmare matchup for any team. The final whispers indicate that Xavier Worthy's signing might have ripple effects extending far beyond the Ravens' immediate roster. Rumors suggest that the move could spark similar reactions across the league, with other teams potentially seeking to match Baltimore's speed-focused approach by investing in comparable talents. Analysts are speculating that Worthy could redefine the standards for elite wide receivers in the NFL, with speed becoming a central theme in offensive schematics. The buzz in fan communities is palpable, with debates raging about whether this could give the Ravens an edge in the playoffs and even make them Super Bowl contenders. Insider chatter hints that Worthy's influence might also extend into training camp culture, pushing players to refine techniques that maximize acceleration, route precision, and explosive playmaking. While all of this remains in the rumor stage, the combination of his athletic profile and the Ravens' offensive vision has generated a level of anticipation that is almost tangible. The social media reaction alone, with thousands of fans speculating about how defenses will respond, demonstrates the magnetic pull of this news. Whether it's hype or reality, the whispers are loud enough that every cornerback in the league is now paying attention, and insiders suggest that the Ravens may have just unveiled the fastest attack in NFL history. Whispers around the league indicate that Xavier Worthy's arrival could fundamentally alter how opposing teams prepare for the Ravens, as sources suggest that defensive coordinators are already scrambling to devise schemes to contain a receiver whose speed could literally change the rhythm of the game. The chatter is that Baltimore's offense might no longer rely solely on traditional timing routes or play-action setups, but instead embrace a vertical attack where Worthy's acceleration allows him to consistently win deep battles. Rumors hint that coaches are experimenting with formations that isolate him against slower defenders, creating opportunities for Lamar Jackson to take advantage of mismatches in crucial situations. Social media speculation has been relentless, with fans posting hypothetical scenarios of 80-yard completions and touchdowns, where Worthy simply outruns everyone on the field. Inside sources suggest that the psychological effect on opposing teams cannot be underestimated, as defenders are reportedly visualizing facing him in each practice and pre-game film session, knowing a single misstep could be catastrophic. While none of these strategies have been confirmed publicly, the ongoing buzz alone is enough to make the Ravens training camp one of the most anticipated in recent memory, with insiders hinting that Worthy's presence could push the team toward a revolutionary offensive approach. Rumors circulating within the Ravens organization suggest that the team is treating Xavier Worthy's speed as not just an athletic advantage, but as a catalyst for a broader transformation in offensive philosophy, potentially impacting game plans, practice routines, and even personnel decisions in the coming years. Sources hint that coaches are discussing how to exploit Worthy's burst off the line, acceleration in short spaces, and ability to stretch defenses vertically, all of which could force rival defensive coordinators to rethink coverage assignments entirely. Whispered reports indicate that the signing has energized not just Lamar Jackson, but also the wide receiver core, as teammates reportedly see the potential for faster, more dynamic plays that can turn every snap into a highlight opportunity. Analysts are speculating that the Ravens' offensive identity could pivot from methodical and balanced to explosive and tempo-driven, leveraging Worthy's elite speed to create unpredictability. Fans are abuzz with ideas about gadget plays, jet sweeps, and motion formations designed to maximize his unique skill set, with social media comments suggesting that defenses could struggle to keep up with the pace. The ongoing rumor mill also hints that Worthy's presence could influence draft strategy, signaling a long-term commitment to building one of the fastest offenses in NFL history. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. Sources close to the Ravens facility hint that Xavier Worthy's signing may have psychological effects that go far beyond the X's and O's, creating a sense of inevitability and confidence within the locker room that could carry into critical game situations. Whispered reports suggest that teammates see Worthy as a game-changer who forces opponents into reactive modes, essentially allowing Baltimore to dictate tempo and momentum. Analysts are speculating that defensive backs in the division may begin preemptively adjusting their off-season training routines to focus on acceleration, reaction drills, and recovery techniques just to keep pace with him. Social media chatter mirrors these rumors, with fans creating hypothetical scenarios in which Worthy exploits a single defender to turn a seemingly average play into a touchdown. Some insiders are hinting that coaches are already installing specific route concepts tailored to his skill set, combining traditional spacing routes with innovative high-speed variations that maximize separation. Meanwhile, whispers suggest that this signing might impact contract negotiations, player morale, and even the strategic mindset of rival teams, as the presence of an elite speed threat like Worthy changes how every opponent must prepare. The rumor mill is relentless, and while nothing is official until game day, the excitement surrounding Worthy's integration into the offense is palpable, as insiders continue to speculate about the long-term implications. Industry insiders are quietly suggesting that the Ravens' acquisition of Xavier Worthy might create ripple effects across the NFL, as rival teams may begin scouting and targeting players with similar speed traits to counteract Baltimore's emerging vertical attack. Sources hint that this could trigger a minor arms race for acceleration-focused wide receivers, potentially shifting scouting priorities and influencing draft boards for multiple teams. Rumors suggest that coaches are debating whether Worthy's addition changes their approach to pass protection schemes, timing patterns, and even personnel rotations, as a player capable of forcing defensive attention could open opportunities for complementary pieces to thrive. Social media commentary is rife with speculation about how defenses might adjust coverages, employ double teams, or change press techniques, while insiders hint that the Ravens may enjoy early season advantages as opponents struggle to adapt. Fans are constructing scenarios where Worthy's speed alone creates mismatches that redefine entire drives, leading to explosive scoring sequences and forcing opposing coordinators into reactive play calling. The rumor continues that this signing is not just about one player, but about setting a template for a new offensive philosophy, where speed dictates decisions, routes, and even the pace of practice, creating an aura of unpredictability that could make Baltimore a nightmare matchup in the AFC. Sources whisper that the Ravens are envisioning ways to leverage Xavier Worthy's elite speed beyond conventional offensive schemes, possibly using motion, jet sweeps, and pre-snap shifts to confuse defenders and create mismatches before the snap even occurs. Rumors hint that coaching staff is treating him as a catalyst for a tempo-driven approach, where pace, acceleration, and separation define the identity of the team, forcing defenses into continuous adjustments. Analysts are speculating that Worthy's presence may allow Lamar Jackson to exploit vertical routes more aggressively, stretching the field and creating space for underneath patterns or running backs to exploit gaps in coverage. Social media conversations illustrate fan excitement, with hypothetical simulations imagining defenders chasing shadows as Worthy simply pulls away from massive gains. Inside whispers also suggest that Worthy's speed could affect personnel decisions, from determining who starts at receiver to influencing offensive line matchups, since faster routes might require quicker releases and blocking angles. The rumor mill emphasizes that while all of this remains speculative, the potential for the Ravens to operate one of the fastest, most dynamic offenses in league history has never been higher, and fans are already buzzing about the possible transformational impact on the team's style of play and overall competitiveness. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.